Welcome back to Rimworld, everybody. So for the next roughly sort of 3 or 4 days, I actually don't remember how long it is, I'm going to be away. So the next few episodes are going to be pre-recorded, so I'm not going to be able to respond to comments. I'm not going to be able to implement anything that you guys have suggested. But while I'm away, I'll make sure I write a list of all the changes you guys want to see. Luckily, though, it means as I'm going to be playing in what is essentially a big bulk, I can be a bit more focused about things. We can actually set a long-term task and I don't have to worry about, you know, sort of the usual life stuff that you have to do, like eat and move around. I don't have to worry about that. I've got nothing but pure, old, nice and good Rimworld. Maybe some people will like this change, I'm not entirely sure. Hopefully not, because I don't particularly want to, like, spend 5 hours a day recording Rimworld, but there we go. So, we're back. Like I said, it's gonna be, basically just me at the helm for a while. So I think we do need to give ourselves a long-term task to work on over the course of the next few episodes or so. One of the comments I did see last episode suggested that we take Van and Mal and any other prison guards we've got right now and we can turn them into ghouls. Now, how exactly was it we did that? Yeah, there we go. So we can give them, so we can either obviously embrace them and give them vampirism, which would make them a lower tier of what our vampire guy is right now. So we are 8th generation. That would make him a 9th generation vampire, as you would expect. It'd still be very powerful. But it's been suggested to me make them ghouls. So ghouls are stronger than regular people, but they have to have vitae or vitae or however you pronounce this. Which I assume Jilp goes out and gets, and then he's like their blood bag. I'm not sure whether they have to do it once, or whether or not this is a repeated thing. But either way, I've been told it's nothing but a bonus. Like, it's going to make them move faster, act better, be stronger, blah, 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 blah. So let's make them into ghouls and sort of see what we've got here. Let's start as we mean to go on. You're welcome, my friend. Here you go. Drink my blood. Blah. And now, boom. Vitae addiction. Mal has developed an addiction to vitae. He now has a need for vitae displayed on his needs tab. He will automatically consume the drug to fulfill his need. If he cannot get any, he will go into withdrawal. So, oh, whoa, blood and vitae. Okay. Ghouls possess both mortal blood and vampiric vitae. Like with vampires, vitae is used to fuel abilities. Ghouls will lose 1 point of vitae per season. Special ghouls known as revenants manufacture their own vitae and gain 1 vitae every 2 days. Ooh, how do we make revenants? Because that sounds awesome. My god, look at the amount of bars we've got to worry about. Not right now, huh? That's crazy. And he drinks Jilp's blood, maybe? Let's just keep an eye. I don't know what the hell's going on right now. He is giving him... Yeah, that seems to be increasing. Let's keep a close eye on things here. Oh, no. Jilp is draining him of his blood now. I don't know how we get the more vitae, then. Does he have to feed on Jilp? I have no idea how this works. Embrace, give, answer. Oh, yeah, you right-click, you give it. Hopefully, they'll do that automatically as well, so we don't have to micromanage that. It's also worth something keeping an eye on, too. I don't know whether or not there's, like, you know, only one vampire could potentially feed 2 guys, or whether it's better to have 1 ghoul per vampire, or whether there's a decent system for it. But for right now, we'll also convert Van. And what bonuses do we get out of that, then? Let's double-check here very quickly. You go and drop your meal and then start that. So, Ghoul Unbonded. What the fuck does that mean? So he's now dominated by him. Prevents aging effects. That's kind of useful. It gives him sight, hearing, and movement, and lower pain. Okay, that's very, very good. But he does have a vitae addiction. Is that... Are they not... Wait. The consciousness minus 50%. Are they not supposed to have that? Consciousness minus 50% sounds horrible. Okay, hang on. Create Ghoul. Yeah, they always get that by the looks of it. Unless we just got super unlucky twice in a row. Ghoul Unbonded. Although saying that, if his sight and hearing and movement is... Yeah, so he's enhanced. Like, he's better. Mal, though, is... Oh, because he's got blood loss too. Right, okay, yeah, that's my mistake. So, okay, that was a bonus all round, then. That sounds like it was a fairly useful thing to do. We should probably also stick like, an entrance, like a door onto this freezer that we can obviously expand later on, just so they can bring the food in a lot quicker than having to walk through 4 or 5 different rooms here. Go, Mal. Eat that turkey. So we've got plenty of meals now as well. So what I probably also want to do is if we go to this one... Oh, that's still paused. Good. I thought I set that to unlimited for whatever reason. I think I was kind of mulling it over that it wouldn't be a bad idea to constantly have them do that. So those guys are basically just out hunting, going to shoot some gooses, things like that. We've got more food than we need. Would it be better to get them doing something else? I mean, they're garbage researchers, but some research is better than no research. It's not like they can fail on research, right? Or it decreases or something by then coming up with some just garbage theory. The hiccups, repress them, keep them down. Okay, let's set them up to do some cleaning then, in that case. How much did I set them up to hunt? It's probably a better question. Alpaca, wild boar. I think we don't need this. We don't need to hunt guinea pigs. We don't need to hunt raccoons. Ganders are fine, alpacas are fine, wild boar. Those all sound like they'll give a decent amount of meat, so I'm fine to carry on with that one. Let's plan out Castle Jilp. So this is going to be sort of, I think a crossing here would be kind of good, like just outside of this deep water. So we'll put a crossing across here, and then we'll have like a massive wall around it, and then just build a gigantic castle for the guy. A gigantic castle is probably too much, but we can... Wait, we have enough bone for the bone throne? Wait, we do. Oh my god, we can already build the bone throne. That's incredible. Now, how do we build the ash tiles and things like that? The bone ash tiles. I think we need a little more research first. Oh no, we can. We need bone ash. How the hell do we make bone ash then? Miscellaneous. Town charted by martial law. Okay, so we've got vegetable garden. We've got a dog said. Kupro's mod is paint. Oh, so that's the additional joy objects. Got it. We've got more vanilla turrets. We've got more linkables. Autopsy main. So down here somewhere should be like bone refining. There it is. Okay, what do we need for that then? Biofuel refining. Cool. So we need to get this one first. Then we can get bone refining. I still think microelectronics, probably a better shout. You know, to start off with, maybe going for that is a much, much better idea. But after that point, then we're kind of... I think after we've got that, seeing as we can't even build a multi-analyzer yet, we don't have the resources for it, we might as well just go for any old research rather than researching multi-analyzers in advance. Until we can build them, there's not much point, huh? Because we haven't got any plasteel at all. We've got enough gold, we just don't have the plasteel for it. Right, okay. So, let's build it out of, I guess, marble for now. We can replace it later on. And we've got, like, these fancy walls, huh? We can just make straight up bone walls. Okay, that's cool. So this is, obviously, the gloomy stuff might add some custom retexturable walls there. The default bone walls are kind of cool, but they've got a very sort of Mortal Kombat aesthetic to them. If we go to this one, so you see they've got, like, skulls in the walls and shit, so it looks like, you know, exactly like Scorpion stage from Mortal Kombat. I'll build one here, just so those of you who, well, you can kind of make out what it looks like there, huh? It looks kind of cool. Does it give any beauty bonuses? How do we find out? Let's take a look here. What's build 3? It doesn't give any beauty, where I imagine the other ones probably do, right? So let's go old style, bone walls. Beauty 1. Okay, cool. So we'd much rather build that one. I think it's the same amount of bones as well. Plus, it looks like it could be a bit more of a castle material rather than just piling up the corpses of your enemies. As cool as that is. Right, so, castle Jilp then. Let's get to planning. I don't want to make a big old square castle, because I've fallen into doing that quite frequently. I should look at, like, castle blueprints online or something. So we want to have a sort of bridge straight across here, right? That's going to be the entrance to Castle Jilp. I think we want, like, a tower here and a tower here. This can be a big old gatehouse, and we could have a big old courtyard, and then, you know, walls and whatnot. And then maybe this could open up into a grand hall. The issue is, though, you can't rotate the bone throne. So that has to be, like, you can't rotate that. So this is always going to have to be, like, the grand hall would have to be here, for example, which is fine. So this is all courtyard-based shit. We'll put another wall across here, and then obviously connect that tower up. I'll make this obviously look equidistant. This is horrible right now. I'll tidy it all up later on. Like the grand hall here, maybe. It's not such a bad idea, I'd say. And then we can have, like, another tower here, for example. And then over here, we can have, like, Jilp's house. Or, like, his little area where the prison guards... Or, like, the prison guards could sleep in another subsection, like, down here or something like that. That could be kind of cool. And then we'll put some extra little towers on it. I'll sort of smooth it out so it doesn't look as square-shaped as this. But it's something along those lines is what I kind of want to aim for. Then what we'll do is we'll have a massive wall kind of around the whole thing. Because, you know, defensive reasons. We're going to be under that massive siege later on. So do something like that. And that way we can also chuck a big old wall around the base as well, you know. So this can be the main prison, and we'll sort of bolt that. We'll keep it as close to the sea as possible for defensive reasons. And then we can have like a big old wall going down the edge here. And then if we want to sort of expand it out down across this way so it meets the deep water, because that way they can't move past it. That seems sizable. That seems pretty decent. Then we got like Castle Jilp, and got that going on as well. I kind of like that idea. I think that's a good plan. Let's do it. So do we want to build the outside walls first? I mean, that gives us plenty of room for building, and obviously we don't need to make it this big. I think the outside walls first would be a better idea. That way we can build fairly unhindered. Plus, it's nice and defensive. We could start working on the kill box as well. A lot of people have suggested using things like heat kill boxes and madness kill boxes. Things will inflict mental damage, because we want to take people alive. You know, we're trying to run a prison here, huh? So the more people we can take alive, the better. Having a kill box we had last time that was hyper efficient, you know, we didn't really suffer any threats besides drop pods. That was the one thing that actually screwed us. Besides that, though, we were fairly safe. But we were a little bit too safe, you know, so I'd like to go for something different this time around. Now, we've got so much bone, we can just basically put down these walls, right, and not really have to worry about the wasting resources or anything like that. And if we do rebuild it, so let's go for boom like that is pretty good. And then we'll straight across there. We've got enough bone to do this whole thing. And obviously, we will need to build this all the way out to the deep water, otherwise they can just walk around it. Same thing applies here as well. So they can't get through this stuff. This is impassable. So if we do that, and then run sort of another wall like this down to here, and then run this across, and then sort of double up on that later on. That seems good. Okay, so we'll start with that for now, and then we'll start work on the actual castle later on. Still, the main priority is the base and hunting and researching and blah, blah, blah. This is a nice long-term secondary goal, and in fact, the first thing we should build should be the bridge, right? That would be a much, much better first step here, so they don't have to keep trudging across this river. Concrete bridge. Oh, wow. A concrete bridge built over water. Heavy structures can be built on these bridges, but they can still be destroyed if the bridge falls, building on top falls as well. Is that part of the base game now, huh? Those are cool. I've not seen that before. I don't know if it is base games. We've got so many mods we've got enabled right now, but that would be kind of cool. Right, okay, so let's do that. And let's get you guys starting work on that immediately. Let's start chopping down some trees, because we seem to be just constantly out of wood in this one, huh? Right, I'm going to just... I was going to say forbid the walls for now, temporarily. We'll come back to it later on. Good God, that is so laggy. Ah! Okay, there we go. We're fine. This is sort of middle section here. There you go. Get the hell out of here. All right, there we go. We are now good. Okay, sure. So they'll hopefully start on, you know, the bridge as soon as possible. What the fuck is going on here? This thing's trying to sting this boy to death, but I guess... Just take this in for a second. What is going on? It just can't damage it. I guess it's got, like, too much armor or something. Like, it's managed to do it, like, bite off all of its limbs. But now it's got no more limbs to bite off. It's just flailing around. Oh, put it out of its misery, for God's sake. One of you get over here and finish it off. Good God. There you go. You're welcome. Good Lord. That was ridiculous. It's in like a bird flying around. Okay. Mally, you're right. Did he just get himself trapped? No. God knows what was going on with that, huh? A little bit of weird pathing there. How are you doing, Irasa? It's a shame we can't set Jilp to, like, drain the prisoners rather than our actual colonists, huh? That'd be kind of useful. Can we set up targets for that? All humanoids... Prisoners only. Suddenly the vampire prison makes so much more friggin' sense. Oh, that's incredible. Okay, I don't know why I should have set that up long ago. Okay, there's probably a comment, someone screaming about that. But I haven't noticed it. Anyway, let's get this room tidied up as well, because this room is just fucking disgusting, huh? This is just goddamn awful. There we go. You guys are... there's also, like, just the world's grossest bathroom. Problem solved. Okay. So Jilp's going to be up all night research again. The second we get microelectronics done, we can start blitzing through some of this other research, like the whole bone refining thing. So obviously sounds incredibly cool. Devil Strand, getting that earlier on. We are still playing with Combat Extended, so the power armor, as we found out from the last two series, are just disgustingly OP. Oh. Oh, look at this. Incoming vampires. Lurble and Green with a trade caravan. Wow. So these guys are... What have we got then? Neonate 11th generation. Weak. Pathetic 11th generation. Useless. What about the other guy? Was it Green? Where are you now? Orange. I can't even see him. Good God. There he is. Green. Also a neonate, so 2 neonates, 11th generation. That's it. Oh, no, right, it's Timsy. Neonate is like the level, isn't it? So you get like elders and neonates are slightly younger ones here. Do they have to like show respect? And what is this one? This guy's also a Bloodline Ventru. Okay, I vaguely recognize some of these from other World of Darkness based stuff. We played that World of Darkness CK2 mod. I've vaguely sort of played a little bit of Vampire the Masquerade, but I'm sort of waiting for the remake, because that's the old, you know, Vampire the Masquerade 2 made by Paradox. That seems like a good place to dive in there, because I think the first one, Bloodlines, is so dated at this stage. I mean, it's still obviously good in terms of story and gameplay. People always sing its praises and hold it up as like, oh, it's such a great game. But I don't know. I feel like it's very much rose tinted glasses. I've tried to play it, but it just seems a little bit clunky by, you know, obviously 2019 standards. Huh? But now I missed it as well. I was brilliant to, like, you know, obviously Morrowind and things around those times, so it's not like that era of RPG games didn't appeal to me. So, why is the bridge not being built, huh? Why are we not getting a bridge built? Oh, you're too busy recruiting prisoners? It's going to butcher. Maybe we shouldn't butcher if we've already got other stuff done, huh? I've got to replant the rice as well. That's reasonable. I'd rather get that done. Van, what are you doing? Hunting wild boar. I'm going to... You fucker. Okay. Hilarious. Very, very good. Nice and fun and good. Get working on this, for God's sake. Van, please hurry. We need to stop the hunting, because the hunting's taking up just a ridiculous amount of time, it turns out. Prioritize working on that one. Good God. Okay. That's annoying. There we go. Problem solved. Oh, look at that. It turns out freezers work if you don't have a giant freaking hole in the wall. Who'd have thunk it? Right, let's restrict that, because we're going out and hunting, and that's wasting... You know, we're actually losing meat by doing that because they're not getting the other jobs done first. So it's kind of a waste of time. We've stopped doing all the hunting anyway now, so nothing to worry about. So he's going to start work on that. Okay, understandable. He's going to build some bridges and whatnot. Am I going to have to forbid these ones up here as well? Is that what you're telling me? There we go. Right, forbid those temporarily. Get this bridge built first so we're not constantly wading through the goddamn river. This is going to be a nice base. We might even want to expand out this way a little bit because there are clearly 2 steam vents there, which we would probably want to bring on board. In fact, we could use the natural... mountains and build like a base here. That's a much better idea, you idiot. Okay, well, we'll build like directly a wall across here, and then we'll build it straight down to this one and then straight back across again. I think that's a good plan. Job is getting a level in vampirism, so the other thing as well that we've been sort of slowly working on here is getting this war form. A colossal visage suitable. If he's not a gigantic, horrible beast, I'm talking like 60 foot tall, I'm going to be disappointed, I'll be honest with you. I'm going to be... Oh, he's with the trade caravan and they're in sunlight. Oh, they've dug a hole. Oh, that's really funny. So we could potentially get them as prisoners or try and recruit them or something. Because they, I assume, won't leave, right? Trade caravan is leaving. So, are they just going to stay and wait for their vampire friends, or are they actually going to piss off? That's so weird. Odd dirt patch. So what happens if we dig them up? Would they be hostile? Surely not, because they came as a trade caravan. We've almost got Irasa on board, by the way. We just did want to recruit you, didn't we? Because you're, like, good at everything, and right now, during this early game, we've got 3 wardens per prisoner. So it doesn't really work out too well. I'd rather get more people on board with the colony first so that we can, you know, get stuff done a little quicker, huh? Right, Mal, why are you cleaning rather than plant cutting, my guy? Mal is cleaning. Oh, because I set it to tier 2. Fine. Understandable. Go and cut some trees, my friend. There we go. That's what we're after. Right, that solved that problem. Sand squids. Oh, so every time I see them, I think, what the fuck is that thing? But no, it is just a creepy little sand squid, huh? I like the scorpion. The scorpion fighting that thing. That's got to be the highlight so far for me. Just the constant flying around, because I guess combat extended, they don't really... They have such a lower chance to hit or something like that. We've got patches for everything. So there's no reason why that eternal fight between the scorpion and the other guy. They are just not pissing off. I guess they can't leave because they're waiting for their friends. Am I going to have to go and let them out? Jilp, go and let them out, for God's sake. Go and wake them up. Tell them it's okay. Hey, open. Open? He's hostile. Oh, he went berserk because of the sun. Right. Fuck him up, Jilp. We'll show this young'un what vampires are good at. Are they going to attack? They're leaving. What do you mean attack Greenwood? Green attack me. Okay, leave before we turn them hostile. Jilp, run before they turn hostile. Do not piss off. Get out of here. What's he doing? He's just wandering around. Archer of the... Oh, both Green and the other one came back as well because it's daylight. They can't leave. Are they just going to go berserk and, like, fight each other? What if my people need to get into the stockpile? We might have to kill them. You freaking idiots. That's a little bit inconvenient, isn't it? That you get these guys turn up with trade caravans and then they actually can't leave the map in time. Manhunter pack. Silk spiders. Okay, this actually sounds... Oh, I was going to say this sounds like it could be dangerous, but no, it's just a group of tiny little spiders. Should we let the other vampires fight it? Hopefully, either the spiders will kill the vampires or the vampires will kill the spiders. Either way, kind of works for me, huh? Right, so you guys go and hide indoors for a little bit. Green, get out of here. Oh, they're going to go berserk, and they're going to... Let's just wait and see what happens. Right, they're going to descend on Lerble. Yes. Kill them. Oh. Okay, never mind then. Well, that was a pretty pathetic showdown, huh? Some Manhunter pack. Let's finish that one off too. All right. Well, that was fun. That was good. That was a nice little wake up, huh? So let's get this bridge built. This is our top priority. Dane Castle Jilp, like I said, over the next sort of few episodes, is going to be #1 best boy. This is going to be so awesome. I want to plan it out a little differently. Obviously, like I said, I don't want a big old square castle, but in between episodes, I will make that look a little better, I think. Or I'll try and smooth it out a little bit, or give it, you know, more circular towers, things like that. Something to make it look a little more of an impressive structure, besides just being big old box castle 3.0. Visitors. Here we go. Okay, traders, preferably, with plasteel. No, they're just here for a visit. Okay, welcome. Watch out for the vampires that are surely going to go berserk anytime soon. Oh, they pissed off. Oh, they actually left during nighttime. Okay, that's nothing to worry about then. Okay, fair enough. They were probably just waiting until the next day. Probably because we dug them up at like 4 AM. That was a bad idea in hindsight. We should have dug them up just as it turned like 6 PM or something like that. Would have made more sense. Got medicine in. Please get this cotton. Bear in mind, we've got one more day. Oh, you know what? It's no longer growing time. Like, this is the very, very end of it. After this, we're not going to be able to grow anything else. And this rice plant is definitely not going to come through. If we can get this, then we're set in terms of, you know, even if we want to make new apparel or something, because obviously we've got tattered apparel there. If we want to make recreation stuff, nice furniture, this is going to be necessary. And it will give us that nice research boost as well for a little while. How you doing, Jilp? How are things going for you? So in intellectual, 15.25. Very impressive, but you can see it is decaying there. Like I said, we've got mad skills, but it is still nerfed down to the 80% of base game Rimworld rather than the 0% that mad skills normally runs at. So his skills will go down as he's not doing them. What's he doing right now? He's plant cutting and building? What, rather than researching? Yeah, honestly, I think we've got so much shit to see here. I'm just going to do nothing but, yeah, even harvesting. Let's just get him doing this, to be honest with you. I think it's just so much more important cracking on with this microelectronics so that we can actually get the multi-analyzer and things like that going as well. Good. It's -3 outside, so I'm thinking... Can't talk either. We need to get ourselves some heaters as soon as possible. Let's take a look. Temperature. There it is. How to read. Heater. So, I'm thinking we just stick down a single heater for the time being, because it is 1 degree indoors. Okay, yeah, no, I should have done this a lot earlier. Put a heater in there, and put a heater in there, and then sort of equalize the temperature through with a vent. That seems like a much safer idea. Plus, we don't really have enough power to... Oh, actually, we have a fair amount of power now, don't we? Because we got all those batteries. Well, if we need more heaters, we can build some, but I just like equalizing the temperature with vents and whatnot. That seems a bit more useful. Van, if you want to start work on this, my friend, that would be most appreciated. Oh. Wait, medical emergency? Why? Oh, you're freezing to death. Shit. Huh. Okay. Yep. No. Understandable. Change of plan. There's a change of plan. I've changed the order. Pray do not alter the deal again. Go for it. So what's this raid then? Tribes people from the tribe of Kaloba. We've got one person with a bow this time. Wow, they're arming themselves. Careful. Let Mal deal with that. Van can deal with the heater. Please just build it. Van. Okay, he's still doing it. Mal, squad up. Get behind this corner, shoot him with your gun. We've got a gun, so I feel like we've got the advantage here, huh? Right, take him down. Come on. Good shot. Fantastic. Good. Now, if this time you could do it again, but better. Oh, god damn it. Why can I see that this is going to end badly for us? They've got to be a much better shot, because he's only got 7 point... Yeah, they are a better shot. Come on. You've got a gun, for God's sake. Oh, nice. We actually maimed him. Oh, they've dropped their bow? Were they out of ammo? You're telling me you bought like 3 arrows with you, my friend? Good. Well, they've got higher melee, so that's not so good. And he's suppressed. How do you suppress someone with a great bow, you weird boy? So you're not going to die of hypothermia anymore, right? Frostbite, frostbite, frostbite. Oh, no. Oh, well. It's only, like, fingers dropping off. Those aren't particularly important, right? Who needs fingers anyway? Right, 0 degrees. That is going to increase pretty quickly. Van, when you're done eating your dinner... Actually, Van, I'm sorry I'm going to interrupt your dinner. We haven't got time for this shit right now. Are they going round? Interesting tactic. Take them over the rocks. Pull back. Steal what they can and leave? No? Nice. Are they a good prisoner? They'd make for a good prisoner, but I don't know about good colonist. Stop them. You go to this door, because we don't know which door they're going for. You go to this door, you stand here. Oh, you are so screwed now. Take him down. Nice. Okay. What are they good at? Capable of caring. I know how they feel. Glutton, ugly, and gay. 12 melee. You are shit at basically everything. You would make a good prisoner, but you are not joining this colony. Capture them. Bring them on board. Let's go furniture. Let's place down a sleeping spot. They also might bleed out before the time we can even get them back to their health. How you doing? Death in 2 hours. We can't tend to them, can't we? We can stabilize them. The medicine's right there. Not carrying any mentor. Okay, yeah, hilarious. You are also our doctor, right? Pick up herbal medicine. We should already set it up so Van always has like 5 medicine on him, as we've done in previous series, because it would help out with just stabilizing random people. Right. Careful, Van. Good. And then stabilize. Go. So we can do this without placing down a sleeping spot. We should be able to rescue them now. Okay, and good. Capture. Bring them over. Right, okay. Mal, what I'm going to ask you to do is put some medicine in the freezer, because right now our medicine is in the stockpile, which isn't particularly convenient. Right, so haul that urgently. Oh, inventory is full. Really? Okay, there we go. Prioritize hauling the medicine. He was halfway through reloading or something like that. Okay, there we go. Going to dump that in there. Perfect. So these guys are both okay. They've no longer got to worry about frostbite either. What about our colonists? Are they ghoul unbonded, VTA addiction? You've got the same thing as well. Okay, that's fine. No self-temp for you because you're garbage. Good. That's fine then. Nothing to worry about. Let's get these heaters set up in the base, though. Otherwise, this nighttime, they will probably get equally as frostbitten as the other two. What is it? It's 11 degrees indoors right now. Don't need to get too hot, though. Should only get to 21, right? That's okay. You know what? To say they're coming in and out as well, the temperature's sort of equalizing more or less at 20 degrees, 21 degrees there. That works for me. I'm fine by that. Arasa has been broken by Mal, so Mal we actually do want to bring on board as a warden as well. Vol is garbage. It's a shame we can't, like... You know what we can do? So we've got the prisoner garbs mod. For those that we don't want to recruit, we can easily, like, identify with just by giving them the garbs. I also saw a comment that said, if we want to get them to dress up in their, you know, prisoner clothes, we have to give them some recreation time. So this one affects the way, so you can actually give prisoners, like, I assume you can sort out, yeah, their schedules as well. So, I guess work always, and then a couple of hours of rec is probably the best idea. We'll give them like some in the daytime, some in the evening. There you go. And we'll give them like a couple of hours here and there. Last thing we want is big old prison riots. I can't imagine they're going to do particularly useful work anyway. It's just going to be like working in a quarry. So we're going to be, you know, inundated with resources with this guy's working. What does that mean? So green means that they are likely to work, right? Well, that's good. That's always quite nice. I feel like we should just set up a quarry now then, rather than letting Bold go to waste, seeing as we're feeding the fucker. Good. Sure. Let's set up a quarry. Do we have to research that first? No, we do. We just have straight up a quarry here. So we'll have to build the quarrying area down here. We could have like mini quarries as well. So how do we want to balance the quarries? Because the quarries mod is fairly versatile. You can directly set what resources you get, the amount of resources you get. Obviously, we want it to be not super OP and defeat the point of going out mining with our regular people, but we also don't want it to be so worthless that the prison isn't, you know, there's no point running the prison in the first place. It's got to be profitable. Prisons should be run for profit. I've always said that. As something I stand by. I'm going to run on election for that. So we need to, you know, ensure they're doing something. I'm thinking about maybe limiting it so they can just get us steel. That way we still have... we have to make our components. Plasteel and gold still hold their value, but steel is universally useful. We can make new things like that. We can sell it if we've got too much there. Mala strengthened a blood bond with Jilp. Oh, because they're feeding from Jilp rather than getting his vitae or whatever. What does that mean? So, needs? What happens if they become bonded then? Stage 2 second drink. Oh, maybe eventually they lose their... Oh, they become revenants or something like that? Well, let's keep a close eye on this. I don't know if revenants are just like super... What, like super rare? That sounds like it'd be so cool to have, because it seems like it's ghouls, but with none of the drawbacks. Like, a lot of the bonuses with no drawbacks, it just seems kind of like that halfway point between true vampire and you know, ghouls, which seem fairly hit and miss. Like, the consciousness being down quite low does suck a little bit there. And then what do we get out of that again? It's like, oh, it's only when they've got the euphoria. Unless when they're bonded, maybe they just get it permanently. War merchant from the tribe of a boar. Excellent, we can sell them some of our garbage spare stuff. Oh, there's a lot of them, huh? Looks like they've got some giant woodlasses to sell us too. What is that armor? The Lord of Bones. That's what we need for Jilp. Bring your armor to me. I would like to buy that from you, my friend. And I assume we can just put down a crafting spot, maybe craft our own bone armor as well. We should probably test it out. Right, Mal, go ahead and trade with them. Oh, there you are. Right. Iarbrew, war merchant of the tribe of Arbor. Let's see what you've got. Some tasty wine. Okay, sell them these arrows, because obviously we're not going to need those anymore. We don't need any knives or clubs or anything like that either. We don't need any spears. Actually, that's worth a fair amount, that jade club. We'll still sell it, obviously. Herbal medicine, we've got shit tons of. I'm kind of happy to keep that one. We've got 69. Perfect. We don't need to change that at all. Do you have radiation mask? What does that do? Move speed is slightly lower. Social impact is lower. That would be cool for the prison wardens, though, wearing these big, spooky radiation masks. They've got backpacks, obviously. We'll buy some of those. Steel armor vest, also maybe not a terrible idea. Just make them, obviously, walk slower, but it might potentially save their lives as well, so I'm kind of fine with doing that. Boom rats might not be a bad idea to buy, because those guys you can get the FSX from, which is sort of like chem fuel, but specifically for weapons armor. It's one of the only few ways of getting it. It essentially changes by combat extended, as far as I know. I'm not obviously an expert in it. Maybe we should buy those. We do need to save up for plasteel and gold, though. Oh, they're all male. That sucks. Can prisoners do animals? If so, we could have the prisoners raise the animals and milk the animals, and then we could just collect the shit from it. Sure. Let's do that. Absolutely. Boom. I'll buy your boom rats. Thank you very much. So these are the guys who turned up last time that obviously we pissed off. Minus 34 relation now does suck a little bit, I guess. Jilp, do you want to get this vest? I feel like you're never going to be part of any raids unless they attack at nighttime. Van as the kind of be-all, end-all. Let's get you to wear this backpack. Oh, unless you already have one. Oh, we already have one. Shit. You get the other back. I knew we already had one because I pointed out earlier, obviously, but there we go. Okay, and then who wants to wear the jacket? Who's got the worst shooting? So I think we would probably want to put this guy on the front lines a bit more, seeing as he's got the higher shooting. Let's go and get him to equip the steel vest. There you go. You're welcome, Mel. Seeing as they're prison wardens as well, steel vest sort of come part of the course. We've got cloth. Praise fucking be, because this is going to be big. This is going to be a big boy. So 3 degrees indoors over there, 20 degrees. What about the free? Oh, god damn. I forgot to freeze the corp freezer. What is it? Insect meat? No. I thought I said you weren't allowed to do that. Oh my god, that better not have been mixed into the meals. I'm going to assume it's not been mixed into the meals, seeing as we've got less meals than the threshold, and they haven't used any insect meat. Okay, I need to make sure that that's not happening. Never do that again. Thank you forever. Good. Alright. You can eat some meals. Thank you very much for that. So, let's get this shit hauled. Let's start working on joy objects then. That seems to be something that would be a pretty good idea. And apparently prisoners you have to worry about the recreation and joy now too. So giving these guys like a pool table, it's famously good to give prisoners pool tables. There's definitely no pool ball in a sock instance we'd have to worry about with that one, huh? Okay, we're going to have to give them like, oh, poker table, even better. Fucking hell, that seems like a good idea. Sure? Chess. No, chess, you actually do get chess in prison, so we'll put that down then. Put that one there and that one there. Perfect. There we go. All right, you guys can be a bit happy playing. I don't know whether blue... So green means they're just likely to work, and I guess blue means that they're encouraged to work, but I wouldn't be in there. I'll have a read up on this one, because it seems like it could be something worth taking a look at. Speaking of worth taking a look at, one comment I did see that massively sort of bigged this up is there is an event with the More Quest mod, I believe it is, whereby it tells us to send someone intellectual to this event. Apparently, if we do that, it's super OP, and we should definitely do it as much as possible. So we send Jilp on an adventure to these other places. Could assume vampires can travel at night, or maybe they just sleep during the night and travel during the sleep during the day, travel during the night, or whatever. But apparently, if we go to the World's Fair, the intellectual one, it's massively powerful. Like, it's super, super good. So we'll try and work on that. If we get it popping up, I will do that, even if I think it's maybe not best for the colony. The way they phrased it was something like, even if your colony is on fire and everybody's dying, go to this event, because it's just that insanely good. So I'm going to take your word for it. I'm going to trust you here. If you failed me, I'll be slightly annoyed. Anyway, how do we build? Oh, the bridges are built. I was going to say, what the hell can't I unforbid those? So let's get the walls built here first. Let's just unforbid the lot, actually. Fuck it. No, let's not prioritize one lot over the other. Let's just allow the whole goddamn thing. There we go. Allow all. Then we go over here. Allow all. Perfect. And then we also want to pick, excuse me. There we go. Select similar and allow. Okay, nice. So that's going to, in theory, give us a pretty decent defense, you know? We've got to worry about enemies who cross the river or are coming from this direction. We'll expand this wall out as well. Like I said, we go to this mountain, this mountain. Seeing as we get bones from everything, and bones also seem fairly good and give that beauty bonus, seem like a good be-all, end-all building block, and especially for this vampire playthrough as well, I think that is, that's well on point. Sort of the bone walls crossed with the old-style furniture, the Gothic-style furniture. Jill, you're going to be the world's greatest vampire. It's like really generic vampire. We should have gone like futuristic techno-punk or something like that. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying a bit of a vampire-y based playthrough. We've got some ghouls being built up now. Got ourselves our first official prisoner that we don't actually want to be a warden. Are you being recruited? Yeah, recruit as soon as possible. It's just 95%, so it's going to be very, very random here. As long as they're, when we get like the recreation down and stuff as well, 11% chance. I think tomorrow we're definitely going to get that. Big shout out to the insane top tier level patrons who made this series possible in the first place. For you guys, of course, if you want to be a vampire, if you want to be a warden, if you want to be anything else, leave me some suggestions and I'll add your names over as various counts or countesses or whatever else we've got. I don't know. What vampire names can we think of? What's like a vampire title? Evil Lords of the Night. If you want to be an Evil Lord of the Night, send me a message and I'll get right on that. Shout out to Alpha Scuff, Asuna Kirito, Atmosis, Average Gamer 419, Baniel, Blurry Bunny, Sidini, Conspiracy, Crazy Pack, Crosis, Danny Good, Donald, Eric B, Escape, Facundo Vasquez, Fungus King, Gogolus, Harik, Heydog, Jimbo, Josh Lindeen, Tesla, Justin Wallace, Caden Carter, Michael Bullen, Muskratful, Nathan Flores, Necrophilan, Thomas Presley, Sir Thor the Swede, Sorogon, Toby Cruz, Tom Terry 18, Tyler Kendall, Vacuous Backers, and Zazzy 7011. Thank you all for your support, the Insanity Lovers on Patreon. Thank you for making the channel possible in the first place. It's most appreciated. Big shout out to these guys, huh? And a shout out as well, of course, to Asro, Adam Person, Akari, Andrew Wilson. All of this was UK. Arachnid44, Betmas Max, Ben Troke, Sidini, Chris, David Van Diepen, Don, Dunk217, Fraser Brennan, Gabriel Faulkner, Gabriel Van Ders, Gaz, GDWK Run, Genji Zerka, Gray, Haji Damar, Hancock, Harry McGowan, Ice the Grey, Israel, Jay Lara, James Barnes, John DeVries, Jessica Smith, John Holiday, Johnny No, Jordan Campbell, Joseph Beard, Justin Plock, Justin Walters, Lemon Stark, Llewellyn Thomas, Matthew, Nathan Flores, Nathaniel Limburg, Nick, Noah Gallimore, Nixie, Pan Samu, Panther Pearl, Smokeworm, The Insane Pickle, Venom Miel, Will Wade, Wolfie, and Zico too. Thank you all for your support. Remember when I used to be able to do that in one breath, like both lists? That's absolutely insane.